in the previous episode we made this beautiful search page, right? Okay, I hope that you have already watched it. So in this episode we are going to build this about us page within no time. In very few minutes we'll be building this, and after the stuff we will be building this contact us page, which you can see here, which actually works, right? I will show you that how you can build this from scratch. If someone enters data here and enter a message here, this message actually reaches you. How you can do that, I will explain you in this video itself, so don't worry. So first of all, we will be building this cool about this page, so let's get started. So first of all, I've already did npm start and my React project is now live, to which I just showed you that how it is looking now. If I go to this about this page here, nothing is there, right? So now let's just close all this we did in the previous episode. So here we have this about.js, nothing here. So we just need to import our about.css we just created in that React router tutorial. So I'll just say about.css, and yeah, it's imported. Now here let's give it a class name. And what will be the class name here? Let's say it is about. Okay, now it is about, and then let's make it small, because in most of the places I have made it small only, so that is the reason I'm making it small here also. And now first of all we need to have some text here, and it's just some random text that is up here, this text. So let me just copy that. I've already made it and have it in my notepad. So let me just paste that up here. Now if I save, you should see everything. Now first of all, let's see how it is looking, because I don't know how it will be looking. Okay, I have these embedded things. Now let me explain you that how you can embed these, but before that let's just see what I have done here for this text. Okay, so first of all we have an h1 about us. Let me make that half so that you could see going on. So this is the up hosted project. Okay, this is not the thing I have edited. I have not edited anything here. So this is the thing which is hosted. Okay, this is the hosted site. You can see the hosted URL here. Okay, fine. Now first of all I have given an h1. In this we have about us text, and then we have p and hello wishes from right on track, same here. Then we have a break tag which just creates this simple gap, and then we have p and the stuff up here, and this br, again a space, then again a p tag, so that's some other text, and then I have given a br, and we have this iframes in here. So let's see that how you can get those iframes. So this trek bikes have a website of their own. So if I go here, you should see trek bikes, and here there are a lot of videos which you can see and get into your project. So here let me just show you that how you can check for this one. Okay, so just click on the share button, and then here you will find an option called embed. Here, see this one, just click on it. You see this text, just take it, paste it up. Okay, let me show you. I just copied it. Okay, I'll just now close this. Now if I go here, back again, and let me just paste this so that yeah, you can see that it is working. Now if I refresh, you see that the thing which we just embedded, and this becomes 5 instead of 4, and a new thing is added here, right? You can just import as many things as you want, or sometimes in some websites they even have their API. Some websites have their APIs, like if they have a channel, they just give all their embedded YouTube videos in like their API itself, so that you can just access them through their API. But this time we are not using any API because this is a very basic tutorial, so that is the reason I'm not using any APIs here. But we will be creating a lot of kind of projects using APIs, like real-time projects, very soon, so don't worry about them. So let me make it half back again, and now let's see. Just copy that, nothing else than that. Okay, and now after this we need to do some styling for this about us section, and it is ready. I just have 4 iframe elements in there. I just copied them from YouTube and I just put all of them in the videos div. Okay, so now let's go to this about.css and let's style this up. Okay, so first of all we need to style what? We need to style this main about us section. So I'll just go here, I will say dot about, and in this about I will just say let's give it a width of 100 view width, and then I would just give it some minimum height which is equal to what? Let's say it is 100 view height, and then let's give it a padding from all the sides so that it is just not stuck at the sides anywhere. It has some gap between the borders. So let's say the top should be 100 pixels. Okay, let me make this a bit bigger. Okay, fine. Top to be 100 pixels, and from the right side be 50 pixels, from the bottom be 50 pixels, and from the left side be 50 pixels. Okay, fine. Now you should see some gapping here, right? And then let's give it a background as black. We don't need this, but yeah. So if we don't need it, why am I adding it? Okay, let it be. Then let's just change the color of the text. It's not completely white. It should not be completely white, because if I made it completely white, it's gonna look like very high contrast, with very high contrast, but I don't want very high contrast. Let me show you. Let me say RGBA 255, 255, 255, 1. Let's say it is completely white. So you just see that it is having a lot of contrast here, but I don't want that contrast. Now just see the difference, how slick it is looking and how ugly it is looking. So let's just reduce its opacity so that we find it beautiful. Now it is looking super cool. Then we need to just style this iframe element we have in here. So let's style that. First of all, I will give it some margin. Okay, so let's just give it some margin. So right here I'm not giving any margin, right? So that is the reason I will be defining these elements in a longer method. Okay, so I'll just say from left be 20 pixels. Okay, let me just do something else. So I will say margin 20 pixels from all the sides, and let's see what happens. Okay, let this be, but here I have not given any margin from the right, because if I give it from the right, it is going to be double width here, so I just don't want that. And here I'll say margin right to be 0, and now it should be fine. And now we just need to style this stuff up much more. Then after this we just have this last child, which is gonna take some more things, so we'll be doing that in a few minutes. But before that we need to style this videos. So I'll just say dot videos, and in this let's say transform. Okay, not this one. Let's give it a display flex so that they are side by side. And if I make it display flex, and let me give overflow X, like so that I could just scroll them sideways. So I'm just giving a scroll, and then after this I will say that let's just give it a width so that it just takes the complete width available right there. Then let's give it a background color of red, maybe its background color, and the background color will be hashtag 9940s. Now you see there's absolutely style. Now as there is some gap here, but I want them to stuck at the left side, so we just need to reduce this margin left. So let me just do something like, let me try a shortcut for both of them. I will just say margin to be 20 pixels space 0. Now let's see what happens. Okay, this is doing some different stuff, so I couldn't do this because it is differentiating for, this is for a margin, but we just need to transform this videos element. So I'll just say transform translate x to what, minus 50 pixels, so that it is stuck to the left, and yeah, it is as we are wanting it to be. Then here to make it a slightly different red, just like this. Here you can see that the red is brighter and attractive. Here actually I have done some different stuff. Above this background color, I'm giving a background image which is a linear gradient, so that here you can see this red is a bit dull, and here up here it is a bit light, I mean dark, or with more contrast, more brighter red, you can say so. So here let's add that. I will say background color, background image I say. Okay, then linear gradient 147 degrees comma hashtag 9940 comma, not comma this time, we say from 0%, then I'm saying a hashtag ff triple 40s, and then I'm just adding 74%. Now you see it is also the same way it is up here. Okay, so you just see that these things is how we created that. We just said we have given a dark background color, and we have started this background image from that color itself to a new color. Actually, I have copied this from internet somewhere, I don't know from where I did, but yeah, I copied it from somewhere, so let it be. This looks beautiful, right? And now we just need to style the scroll bar at the bottom, and I will say dot videos dash that, I mean semicolon scroll bar, WebKit scroll bar. I will just say something like, let's give it a height of say 10 pixels, and after that I will give it a background white, and then after this we just give it a media query, so that when the stuff is actually different, when it is in a mobile view, then what do we say, just hide the scroll bar. That is why we are using a media query here. I will say @media screen on a max width of 500 pixels. Okay, I forgot to give this brackets, so let me just give that. Let me just copy this, put them in here, and then let's say 500 pixels. No, max width 500 pixels. Now it is good. And in here we just need to say the WebKit scroll bar to display none. That is it. So let me just copy this, paste it here, and let me just make its display to none, so that it is not there. So just see the scroll bar now. Okay, it is not there, and when I make it big, it comes up. Okay, fine. Now here we just need to style this thumb. So let me remove this background here and just say outline to be none, outline none, fine. And after that we just say dot videos. Then here we need to say scroll bar thumb, scroll bar thumb, you see this. And here we just need to give it a border radius, to be say, let's say 0, because I don't want any border radius for that. And let's just change its color, background to white. Now you see this. What happens if I give it 10 pixels? It has some border radius, so I don't want that border radius, so I'm just making it 0. Fine. Now this is ready. Now you see some things, there is some space here, so that is because we just need to say some different things here. Let me go to index.css or maybe app.css. I haven't done one thing here, that is I need to do something like for every element here just reduce the margin as well as the margin as well as the padding. So how can we do that? yeah, we can select the multi operator here. We can select that multi operator. So let's do that. First of all, let me go to index.css. So guys, I am gonna tell you something which is almost very important, and you should do this actually for each and every project you make, right? So this actually reduces the default margin for every element in your project. So I'm just saying margin be 0, padding be 0, and then let's say box sizing be border box, and then let's give it a font family. Okay, now let me import some random font here from Google's fonts.google.com. So if you say fonts.google.com, you should see this thing up here, and let me just select what? Let me just select Poppins, and here you see this. I would like to select this Poppins. Let me select some random styles here. Let me select this one, and at last this one, and a bold one, which is this one is fine. Now let me go to this import, and then let's just copy this. Okay, now here we are just going back to our page, and let me just do font family. But here we actually need to paste this thing we just copied, so that is it is imported in our CSS. Now here I will just say Poppins slash some random font family, so that if Poppins is not available, just add these. So now you see the writing is different, and now you also see that these things are also changed. Now as soon as I comment this out, and you see the difference, now see the difference, and let me just Control Z, and now see the difference. Oh my god, now it is looking so slick, right? Now these things are some bit of things are changed here, and we just need to undo those things. We just use transform a lot of places, so we just need to reduce that, right? So here also you see everything is perfectly set up. Previously I said that these things are actually due to some spacing here. No, that is because of their margins present there. Now if I do the same thing with bikes, previously it was having some gap here, but now that gap is covered. The only error we got here is nothing but in this section called navbar, right? We let me just fix that. Let's see what can I do for that. So let me just go to nav.css, and somewhere we did some stuff. Maybe here, this one, maybe this one. Let me hide these. Okay, there will be transform translates, I know, somewhere here. Let me just check that, and I think we just need to give them a bit of margin left for this nav items maybe. So for each of the A's I would like to give some margin left. I will say margin left, and here in the margin left I will say 10 pixels. So it is so. Now you see no hover effect is actually working right there. I will make this 120. Okay, fine, not 20, let it be 15, so that it looks perfectly fine. Okay, now so now this is fixed, and we just have something here, and let's just change this to 30 pixels. Okay, 30 pixels is a bit more. Let me make it 25. Okay, now you see this is absolutely fine, or maybe, yeah, now it is absolutely fine. Even you can, if you just want, you can just reduce the font size here. Okay, where did I give that font size? Let's see, in the A or somewhere. Okay, you can just reduce this font size. Let me make it 15, and now you see it is just like this one up here. So you can even do that anything you wish with this now, but we were in this about this page, and you see it is done. It is now looking almost like for each one of them. So you just see this. Okay, so I think why this thing is not there, that scroll bar we just defined, I don't know. Let's see, the scroll bar is up here. Okay, let me close this stuff now because it is done, and I am saying when max width is 500 pixels, then make its display none. So it is fine only, but we don't see the scroll bar when I make it big. Okay, yeah, it is so because all the elements are coming up. Now if I make it a bit like this here, you see when all the iframe elements are in here, then the scroll bar is not visible, but when some part of them or all of any iframe from there is not coming up here, then it's just showing us the scroll bar. Now I just said that we need to do something else also. What is it? Let's see. So first of all, we need to, I think, animate this stuff, something like, okay, let me see what we can do here. Let me go to the about this page here. It was something like okay, yeah, I got it. I think it was here. Yes, this width up here, you see this, it will not be there, so we just need to add that random on like customly. So we just say iframes nth child, I will say last child. Select the last child of iframe, this last guy, and add a padding right to that guy, padding right, and just say 20 pixels as we did all over. And now you see that width up here. So that is the thing I just forgot to do. So this about page is now complete. Now we need to work on this contact us page, and this is the last section of the site, and our website is ready. So now let's go to our contact.js which we have already created, and now let's just import our styling here. Let's say /, I will just say contact.css, and that is it. And let me open this contact.css, and fine. Now let's just remove this stuff. And guys, now it is the most important thing, or you can say most important part of this episode. So it is the contact us, right? So we need that thing, that functionality which we just gave here, so that each of someone if shares a message here, that reaches us. So that functionality I'm going to tell you right now. Okay, so first of all, let's go here and let's search for forms pre. It's like forms pre, I don't know, let it be whatever be the name. So here you see this forms pre.io. Just click on the site. It is free, right? It is free, don't worry, it is completely free. Just click on this get started button, register your account here. Let me just register, or I think I already have an account, so let me just show that to you in a few seconds. So guys, after creating your account, you will see a page like this one, but before that you actually need to give permission to your account. Like when I created my account for the first time, it asked me to go here to this account. Just go to this account, and up here in this account you need to change some stuff. Okay, you actually need to change some stuff. You actually need to add your email address somewhere here, and you just need to like add this email, then only it will work. Add an email here and then click on this add button, then your account will be actually added up. Then click on this forms button, and you will see some stuff happening right there. Then you can create your new form right from there. But here you can see I've already a form right here. Don't worry, I will explain you about that how you are going to create it. But first of all, let's see that my submissions in this form, that how you will get your submissions. So when I created this project, I shared it to some people, and with their by having fun, they just added some messages here. Like you see this lol and y@lol.com. You see this date and all that stuff, and here you see these email and message they are adding. So they are just adding some random. So now let me just add a new form here. Just click on this new form and give it a name, form name. I will create it like react tutorial, no, let me say forms tutorial, and then let it be my first project itself. Then click on this create form, When you will click on that, you will see that form created successfully. Now you just need to do some stuff. This is your form's end point. Now as we are using React, we are going to this tab, but if you are using HTML, you can go with this. If you are using Ajax, you can go with this, and if you are using HTML with file uploads, you can go with this, and form button, you can go with this. File uploads means you are actually adding some files here. That is the reason it is with file uploads, and as they will upload their files, they will also reach you. And there's a form button, and as we are using simply React, so we will be using that itself. Now we just need to install this @forms pre-react. So I'm just copying that text and going to my VS Code, opening up my terminal, create a new PowerShell window, and here let me make it big. Just type, okay, not here. Let me just close this terminal and create a new one because something happened to it. Okay, so I'll just say npm install and paste. Okay, I did something. Npm install, I will just paste that here, and I will press enter, and it will take some time to install. Let it install. Till then, let's see what we are going to do here. So first of all, we have to import our CSS. Did that? Yeah, I already did that. Now here, we need to copy something. So first of all, just copy this one, copy it, and then paste it up here. Okay, now it is so, and after this we need to create things as same as done here. We need not do a lot of stuff, we just need to copy things from here. Let me make this big so that you could see it fine. Now let me just copy this from here, and we just need to paste this stuff up here, and then we need to say this function contact form, it is still. Now this is our contact form, we just don't need to do that because this is here. Instead of contact form, we have this contact, that is it. And actually we need this import outside. I think we have already did that. Oh yeah, we have already did that. And then we just need to copy this state and handle submit and paste that here. Okay, now it is fine. Now let's see if it's downloaded or not. Yeah, it is downloaded. It was not a very big thing. It was just a few MBs maybe. I don't know the actual size, but it is not big because today my internet connectivity is too slow, and yet it is downloaded. So yeah, that is what I'm saying about that. Then let's just copy this. What does this do? This just say that if all the things are going good, if someone has submitted, then this reply will be showing to them, right? And then we have the stuff up here. So first of all, we need to have some stuff similar to this, right? We have a class name and all other stuff. So let me just copy whole of this /form. Okay, I have copied from this form tag, complete form tag, and let me just paste that form tag in here and save it up. Now let's see this one, and you see a lot of stuff here. A lot of stuff, yes. Okay, and now we just need to style this stuff up. And guys, after that what we need to do is just do some simple changes up here. So let's just do them. And now first of all, we have this form on submit handle submit. So what it is just doing is nothing but when we just click on this, we just changing the submitting, and this handle submit automatically works out, and the form is automatically submitted. So it is just because this forms free kind of thing does everything on its own. It is already given an ID and everything, all the related information about that form. So we just don't need to add anything up here. So we just need to change some things. So let's do that. So let's change this to from email address to, let's say, email, and then I'm just giving a space here, and then in this input tag we need to do some changes. What are those? First of all, we have our name, we have our type, we have an ID also. So let's just say something called as required, so that the user can't submit the form without adding this stuff. And then we have this validation error kind of thing, let it be as this. Then we have this text area, which is also required, and we have this ID, then we have this name. So let's add that required keyword here also. And after this required keyword, we just have a placeholder for this message text, so that enter your message here. So let's just add that, enter your, okay, what happened here, placeholder, and here we just need to say enter your message here, and this is fine. And that is it for this one. And then we have this button as it is, and instead of submit, I'm just saying send a message. Fine. Now let's see. Okay, things are good now. And after this, we just need to have this text up here, but actually I'm not adding this here because I created this site so that I could add it to my portfolio, but now I'm making a tutorial on it because a lot of you guys asked with me on Telegram groups and a lot of many places. Some of you mailed me that can you make a tutorial on this. Thanks for that. So that is the reason I'm making this tutorial for you guys, so thanks for that. I will not be adding this stuff up here, this text. Oh my god, what is happening? Okay, this text I will not be adding in this, but you can add it using some simple piece, some a tags for links like this, and just a bit of styling for them. Okay, so now this is it. Now after this, we just need to style this stuff because all the other things are uploaded. Now I just want to show you something. What is it? Let me go here to okay, this one. If I add some message here, let's say I am Ashish at the rate dev.com, fine, and hi, this is me, your boy. Okay, now as I click on send message, I clicked on it. Now you see this message is sent and we have an emoji here. So this is an image and we just need to change this stuff right up here. So let's just do that. So let's just copy this stuff up here, copy it, paste it here, fine. And after this, we have this image. So let me just do copy image link, and we just need to add that image up here. So I'll just say image. Okay, I had to make it React JavaScript for better functioning. And if I say img, is gonna give me source, and that source I can paste this link, and then in alt I can give smiling emoji, smiling emoji, or maybe emoji, it's your choice. Whatever you can, you just give it. And I'm just giving height and all those things directly from here, so that I need not style it. I will do width equals 100. Now this should be fine, but I don't know why it is showing me some errors here. Let's just see it, what is happening. So GSX expressions must have one parent element. So yeah, we need to add them in a div. So let's just do this. Let's say div.contact back again, because I don't want to do some extra styling for that. So in here, I'm just spacing that up. Now it is fine. Now let's just test it out. I have it here. Let me just refresh it, make things bigger so that you could see it. And here I'm not able to add anything because they are not styled and things are covering it. So first of all, I need to style it. So let's just go to this contact.css and start styling the stuff. So first of all, I will say .contact, And in this dot contact we need to give it a minimum height, as we do always. Minimum height 100 view height, and then we need to give it a width of 100 view width. And after this we need to give it some padding. And what will be the padding? Let's say 100 pixels, similarly as we did for that about us page. So 100 pixels, and what we did, we just made it 50 pixels all size, right? So 50 pixels, and fine. Then we just need to give it a background. Okay, I don't need to give a background because it is already black, and we just need to change the color to that light white again. So 255 comma 0.8. And after this we just need to make display flex, so that because I want everything to be at the center, so I'm just adding a bit of code here. Then I will say flex direction column, so that things are about below each other. And then I'm saying justify content center, be at the center, align items at the center, be at the center. Now let's see what happens. Okay, I see things are not working here. Let me refresh it and see why it is not. So contact.css, I have imported that. Dot contact, I have done that. Okay, I haven't added any class name here. We need to add that. Now you see things are now looking a bit better. And now we just style these things. Here I will say form, and I will say display flex, all the things inside the form. Display flex, flex direction column, and here I'm just saying padding 20 pixels. Let's give it a border radius of say 15 pixels, and then give it a width 300 pixel. So guys, let me give you a tip for these border radius kind of things. So now here, if I show this to you up here, okay, let me refresh this page. So you have this border radius, right? I'm gonna give you a tip here. I'm not following that tip, but yeah, I'm giving you a tip here. Okay, that tip will work fine when I complete the styling here, but it will not look so good if I tell you that before completing it. So let me just complete it, then I will tell you about that tip. It is a very good tip for for giving accurate border radius, so don't worry about that. If you are just pulling your hair off just for giving a border radius which suits up perfectly for your site, I'm going to tell you a tip that what should be the perfect border radius for that particular element. Okay, so just do some things here. Align items at the center, and then okay, not at the center because they should be at the left, aligned to the left. And then I'm just doing some other stuff here. And then let's say the color to be black in here in the input element, and as it becomes black, I'm just gonna give it a background of white. So now you see this. Now let's just style these things. Let's first of all style the input tag, and I will just say border none, and then I will add something like border bottom. Let's give it a border bottom so that it has some space, or like kind of like this line. Okay, that line. So I'll just say border bottom 2 pixels solid, not solace, it's solid. Okay, RGBA oh my god. Okay, let it be. And then we have 0.6, and now you see the stuff like this. Okay, is it fine? Oh yeah. Now let's say color black, so everything inside this input element has a color black. Type something, it's black. And now to remove that outline, I just say outline none, which just came up on when I click on here, a box came up, right? To remove that, I just added this outline of none, and that is it for now. We just need to style this placeholder, the placeholder of this input element. So I'll just say input placeholder placeholder, and to style this placeholder I'm just giving it a other color, just like this one, this color. Let's copy that, paste it here, and instead of, I'll make it 0.8, a bit brighter, darker. If you just remove that, you should see our input. I think I haven't added any in placeholder here in this input. Let us see, because I've already added the email. I don't think we need any placeholder. Yeah, we need so, but I haven't added. Let's just add that. So let's say placeholder equal to @example.com. okay, now we have it. Okay, now it is fine. Now after this input placeholder, we just need to say text align to the right, because usually this @.com should be in the right side, right? Whenever you write something, you write it at the end. That is the reason I've just made this text align to the right, nothing else than that. And then we have an hover effect for this input, that this border grows, this border bottom of that input element becomes bigger. I'm just changing the color. Oh no, let's just transform, like make it big and change the border color to dark. Let's make it dark, that is it. So I will just take this one, add that here, and make this opacity to 1. Fine. And after this I will just add this transform scale property. I'll say transform scale 1.1, and now you should see, okay, now you see this effect just like this one up here. Also, if you want, you can add a transition 0.3 seconds ease. I usually add ease everywhere because it goes like ease. Oh my god, ease. Okay, that is why I usually add ease. You can add ease in, ease out, anything you want. And after this we have this text area button. So let's just say text area placeholder, text area placeholder. I will give it a color of dark. Text area placeholder, let's make its color dark, just like this one. Fine, now it is a bit darker. And then let's style this text area, and I will just say I will give it a width to 50 pixels, and then I will give it a height to 50 pixels, and then I will give it a background transparent, border none, and what else do we have? And I'm just saying outline to be none, because I don't want anything to come up when I press that, because I usually add this outline none to each and every input elements, like input or text holder, anything like that. I usually add this property, and I will just set this color to be black, and now it should be fine. Oh cool, fine. Then we just need to do some other stuff, like we need to style this button. So let's say select this form, then button, and in this button I will give it a padding 7 pixels from the top and bottom, 10 pixels from the left and right, and let's give it a width 200 pixels. Now it is fine. And after that, let's give it a background color to be reddish. Now it is reddish, and do that red color we just did for our about this section, this thing we just did here. So let's just do that. Let me just copy that from this about.css, and we should have it here. I copied it. Let me just paste it. Fine. After this, we just add this color, its color to be white. Now you see it, how beautiful it is looking. Then what do you say, just remove that outline from this one also. And then I'm just giving a border radius of say 17 pixels. And then I'm just saying border to be none. And let's give it a transition 0.3 seconds ease. Now you see something like this. Now we just need to add an hover effect, paste, hover, and in hover I'm just saying transform, oh my god, transform. Oh yeah, now it is good. Then we just need to take this a bit up. Usually I add either scale on hover effect. Usually I either add the scale property or I just translate it to the up. That is what I usually do. But sometimes I change the background also, sometimes, but it is a rare case. But this is the usual case. It is kind of my hobby to add only these two transform properties. That is it. Sometimes I even like do what, add both of them at once simultaneously. I add both of them, right? Now just tell me if you have any of these kinds of habits, like you just do the same thing again and again and again and again. Just let me know on them in the comments. Just add them in the comments. Those are some funny things about programmers like us. Oh my god, I just like that. Then we have this minus 10 pixels. Now you see this, it's going up. Then we just need to do nothing. It is fine, but there is some gap. I'm not actually getting that what it is. This thing is showing its presence here, but it's not there. I don't want to add that. So just have a margin here. So let's just add that margin to the input. I will add a margin bottom of say 50 pixels. And now it is fine. And 50 pixels is a lot. Let's just make it 30. Okay, now it is fine, guys. Now it is absolutely fine. If it text add something, now it is absolutely working. Now we did this, right? Let me make it small black again. Now let's just go to submissions and let me add something here again. Okay, something random @gmail.com. Here I will write something random. Boy, I am gonna hack your site. Okay, this is something funny. Okay, let's just press the send message button. Now this has gone. Now you see, thanks for your message. I will be contacting you if necessary. As this is a company website, you can make it we. I just copied it right here because I have added this text. You can just change that if you want, but it is fine. Okay guys, after that let's just go here and see if we get any submissions. Let's see whether it's working or not. And you see that text here, message something random. Boy, I'm gonna hack your site. Okay, now this is functioning perfectly. Now it is up. So guys, with this video our React series is completed. So this is the last video, last episode of our React site, and that is it. And you will find the source code's link in the description down below. And I just found a bug right now. What is it? We have some extra space here. So let's just fix that. Recently I just added that styling in this, right? In this index.css, that margin 0 padding 0. So that is the reason this is actually changed here. So let's go header.css. And this h1, you see this, let me just hide this, and now it should be perfectly fine, and it is. And now with this guys, our site is perfectly completed. You go home, you see this, you go anywhere you want, this site is completed. Now congratulations, you made your first React project, which looks actually badass guys, which looks actually badass, right? And yup, you find it so good, you made it so good. Now I found another bug, but this time I'm gonna not fix it, you are gonna fix it. You know what you did, right? We just have this search button, you just some things changed with it, so just go to the, just try it on your own, and if not possible, I have the source code down to my I have the link down below in the description. Just go check it out if you have any confusion. But if you have no confusion, just don't see it, okay? If you have doubts just regarding that, just go to that link and see that how the things are there, right? Things may be a bit changed from here, some values may be changed, but almost everything is same only, so you don't need to worry. And if I add something, you should, like, if I add this caliber text, you see this cross button and search, both are down. Just remove that transform or something will be there, just remove that and they will be perfectly aligned. Now fine, and if you want, you can just do one thing else, that is when I press here and hit enter, then the search should work. How to do that? Here you need to go VS Code, and you will always do most of things in VS Code only. So just go to this, where do we go? We need to go to this bike section, bikes.js, fine. And you will have the search section here. On this input, you just say, or on key press, you can add something like on key press. On key press, you can do things like you can use effect. Let me just explain you how you can do that. So let me open Notepad for clearer view, make it big. I'm not showing you that how you can add it, but I'm just giving you a glimpse. Okay, this is the end of the series. Why are you telling all those things? Because I got suggestions about this, just add that feature, but I just forget about that. So just let's add that in. So you will use effect, you know how to import it and all that stuff. And in this use effect, you will just say window.add event listener, add event listener. If you already know JavaScript well, you should be knowing this DOM property. Just do that, and you just add that on key press thing, and then add your arrow function here, or maybe any function you want, and call that bike results function back again. Call this bike results function and add that use state in there. That was our search, I guess. So add that use state and call this, and your job is done. And then if someone searched something here and someone search something here and hit enter, then it will work as fine as it is. Okay, so that is it for this video guys. I will meet you again with another badass episode, not episode because the series is completed, another badass video just like this series and this episode. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this episode and got to learn a lot from it. So just let me know in the comments that how was the series, and how you felt after creating your first React project successfully. So let me just know about that. So that is it for this video. I hope you loved the site we just made together. Okay, so I will meet you again. Hopefully you have subscribed my YouTube channel. Let me show you one thing. Let me show you one super thing. Right now I'm recording this video, and currently we have 96 subscribers guys. That is a lot. We have 96 subscribers. Now we are very close to 100, and I hope that till I upload this video we already may completed 100, right? I hope that. But now we have 96 subscribers, and woo, congratulations for that guys. Now we'll be creating more enthusiastic stuff on this channel a lot more. I am boosted up with the love you provide towards me. Okay guys, I'm not able to control my tears. Okay, I'm too happy about that. Just if you have not subscribed it, click on this red button. It's already gray here, but just click on this red button. And if you want notifications from this channel, just click on this bell icon, make it to all. Fine, right? Fine. Now let's just make it 100, then 200, then 300, then whatever it may be. Just increase that, this increment, just add increment function here in an infinite loop. Okay, so that is it for this video guys. I hope you have already visited this playlist of our Learn React with a Badass project. You have already visited this playlist and checked out other episodes too. So that is it. We will meet again with another, how many times okay let it be, with another cool badass episode. And that is it guys. Okay, bye guys.